Cristiano was a lot more active in January, February, March, April-ish, like the first like quarter of 2025. But I will say that Cristiano has been less active as of late. I mean, he went to Stars Agora, of course. He did travel, but he has been less active. Gerald, I guess he has had more opportunities to travel, I suppose. Like, both of them went to Stars Agora, but Gerald, he went to DreamHack Dallas, right? And Cristiano didn't go to Dallas. Gerald, he also went here, of course, to Cheeseadelphia as well. So Gerald, he's had some more opportunities to compete. But here we go. We are getting to our next game. We're getting to our next series. We have our fresh best of 3, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Persephone, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is Gerald. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Terran player, with the blue Terran himself, the American Terran for Storm Gaming. It is Epic. Here we go. But I would say that Gerald and Cristiano, they're pretty close in skill. Like, they're very, very close. Very close. Amongst the hierarchy of Protoss players in Europe. But here we go. We do have an initial opener. Oh, and of course, before I forget, predictions. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think can claim the series. Best of luck in the chat. Get your gamba going. We go. As we have our initial 2x opener. So 2x opener here out of Epic. Opening up 2x Reaper. Interesting. This is not your typical start here in TvP, and we'll see if we can try to catch Gerald out. Again, I think we will be favoring Gerald coming into a normal standard macro game. I think someone brought up his series against Piotr earlier. I would say that Gerald, where he's at his best and his strongest matchup is PvT. If you've been watching recently, you know that we did cover Gerald takedown players like Björn, like Cure, and even take it to Clem. Like, Gerald, his PvT is insane, specifically his late game. Like, if he can slow the game down, if he can get into the mid to late game, like, he has some of the best PvT out there. Like, it is terrifying if he can get to that stage. And I do think that Piotr is a bit of a mismatch. Spirit, he's known for also being very economic and very greedy and very macro oriented. So I feel like Spirit kind of plays into Gerald's strengths, specifically in PvT. But I didn't see the matches myself. I didn't see the game, so I can only like give vague generalizations. Like, maybe Spirit was hyper aggressive in that series. I don't know. we were casting. We want nice pick up. CC is going to be delayed. Mass Reaper into the main, but last shield battery is almost done. There's a recall. Does recall back home. Getting 1, getting 2 probes. Getting 2 workers. And only 2 so far. Not quite worth it. Gerald, he defends, and he also delayed the CC, which is still delayed, by the way. Is still delayed. It's still delayed. Because Epic pulling back. Behind this, going for a 3 right, jeez. So 2 racks opener, not into a 2-on-1, into a 3 racks follow-up. Very aggressive, by the way, very committed. Bearing in mind that Gerald, I believe he hasn't lost scouted yet, but now he will. Whose Nation does dive in, and he will see everything in the main. He will confirm. So Gerald, he's now fully aware of the sim timing. This will hit hard. And it's on Gerald to get ready. Back at home. Throwing that extra pylon. Gateways are finishing up. He's got his 3-gate setup, getting into a 4th gateway as well. So 4-gate blink out of Gerald. And here comes that sim timing. Here comes Epic. Stim is now done. Combat shields in 3 seconds. Like, this is a crisp timing here out of Epic. But Gerald, he's ready. He's got a shield battery. He has force fields. Oh, he cannot defend his third though. Not bad. Does force a cancel. Nice pickup. Nice pickup out of Epic. And he does turn around. And again, I don't think he could have fought this head on. So really nice moves. Doesn't lose anything either. Doesn't bleed off any units. Likewise, back at home, going for the eBay, going for +1. Starporter's on the way for medevac production. Epic does race back home. And we're getting towards the mid-game. Now, what's important here is that this stim timing, ideally you want to get more than just denying a third base. Ideally you want to trade, or if not that, just break your opponent then and there. But what's important is that Epic preserved everything. He preserved the army, right? He preserved the Marines, the Marauders, so he can build up towards a later timing instead. With +1. Likewise, holding onto the stim. Doesn't waste it. +1 is halfway done. Medevacs are on the way. Epic does force a blink. Oh. Tempted to stim. He is tempted. Bleeds out of the Marines. So far, he's lost 3 Marines. 3 Marines so far. Nothing major. Still very tense. Third base on location. Likewise, catches out one of the Stalkers. Storm is only halfway done. Storm is not ready for this. Neither is Charge. Epic poking forward. Again, still very tense. Charge finishing up in 5 seconds. Epic, I was looking for the third base. Last doesn't quite get it. Oh, sorry, is aware. Is aware of its location. Storm is still not done. 10 more seconds, but he doesn't know that. Yeah, he's not aware. Storm now finishing up. Now it's ready, and here comes the Storm. Epic playing with fire. Oh, he gets one. Gets 1 High Templar. Nice control. Loses 1 Marauder for it. There's what? There's 2 High Templar left. There's the NG overcharge. There's a Storm. Oof. Yeah, brutal connection. Lands 1, and Epic has to get the hell out of here. He cannot fight head on. It's not going to happen. Flanking Storm coming in. And Epic does pull away at the same time. Rallies into the mineral line. A nice counterattack. Nice hit here from Epic. Does pull away. Ooh, rough pathing. Yeah, bleeds out 1. Almost 2 medevacs. At the same time pushing in. Ooh, does not get the High Templar. Oh! Storm connects. Storm does connect. Oh, a bit of a miss rally. And Gerald holds. Gerald, he's holding on, at least for now. 4th base just began. Epic still not letting up. Has to be able to get surrounded. Storm coming in. Brutal Storm. Epic, he tried to split. But he will lose everything here. Yeah, he did stick around a little bit too long. And with that, he's forced back, leading out a lot of Marines. His 3rd base is saturated. The Ghost Academy, I believe, just finished. Yeah, Ghost Academy is done. And Ghosts are on the way. Oh. Base out of Storm. He just doesn't have enough here. Yeah, Gerald, he can just take the fight. He can just chase this down. And he will. Blinks forward, takes down the Marines, takes down another Marauder. Yeah, Epic, he just lost too much. He bled out too much earlier. And now Gerald, he just keep going. He can't keep going. He's got 3 High Templar. He has Storms. Waiting for reinforcements, waiting for extra Zealots. Double expanding, getting a 4th base and a 5th as well. And you can see how quickly everything swings in favor of Gerald here once he has map control. Oh no! Gets a Ghost! Oh my god. Yeah, takes down a Ghost as well. But once Gerald gets map control, he's double expanding, getting smarter pylons, probing up to 80. Oh, Epic does survive. Does hold. And Gerald is securing himself. Now working towards a second Robo, a Bay working towards Colossus production. Colossus are on the way. Zealot run by will delay the third. Oh, sorry, delay the fourth. Oh, actually, once more than that. Okay, does turn around. And does force a cancel. Oof, brutal cancellation. And again, Gerald, he's looking to max out. Supplies are deceivingly close, but really we're just waiting for the fourth base to saturate. And sorry, the fifth base to saturate, and that's we're getting there. We're getting there at this point. Production will soon kick in. And Gerald, he should be the first to max. When it comes to Epic's army, he will have a little potential with these ghosts, of course. Like, there are plenty of ghosts, plenty of VMPs. I say plenty, 3. And that's what he's going to be reliant on. Unfortunately, he's not quite ready for the Colossus production. Colossi on the way. Storm coming in. Oh, brutal storm. Massive, massive storms. Oh, God, God. The storms, they all connect. Ay, ay, ay. And Epic, he plummets in supply. The storms are brutal. Epic, he got called out. And that's going to be the army. That's going to be everything. Medevacs, they fall one after the other. Ay, ay, ay. He was caught out in the open, Pappy. Not like this. Zell say charge in. And with that, Gerald, he will overwhelm. It was a very tense game. Very tense. And Epic, he had some nice moments, of course. But the boys are being pulled. Storm of the main army. Colossus have arrived. GG gets called. And Gerald, he will take game number 1. Whew. GG. That's why you always carry an umbrella. Yes, always carry an umbrella. You never know when the storm is coming. Never know. Aye, aye, aye. GG, well played. And again, Epic, he was able to achieve quite a bit with initial opener, with his initial 3-backs. Able to deny the third base, able to snipe some high Templar. There was some really nice moves there from him. But if you recall, he did overstay his welcome. He stuck around a little bit too long. He got punished for it. In regards to when he was out in the open, out on the map, earlier on, I mean. And with that, he lost momentum. That was the moment when Gerald was able to double expand. He got his 4th base, he got his 5th base as well. He gained map control, and Epic got caught out on the map. GG. GG, well played. With that, Gerald does take a lead, and now we're jumping to game number 2. Let's go. Here we go. Can Stalkers blink when concussed? Yes, yes. That doesn't disable their ability to blink. And here we go. We're getting into our next game. We're getting into game number 2, and we'll see if we can force the ace match here. Spawning in the bottom hand corner of ley lines. We have our Polish Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Streamer Zone, leading the series 1-0 and 1 game away from claiming the series. It is Gerald. And spawning in the top right hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Terran player, the blue Terran himself, representing Sidestorm Gaming. It is Epic. Again, the pressure is on. This is only a best of 3, so 1 more loss, and that will be the end of the series. He has to fight back here and now to make a series out of this. Let's go. And again, he had some nice moments in that previous game. Definitely, but it did feel like it was all a knife's edge. Like it was all like very tense and very clutch. At least the first half I'm referring to. We're getting into game number 2. As a reminder, last game was a 2x Reaper opener, 2x Reaper into a 3x sim timing. And this time I would imagine we're going for something a little bit different. Single gas, economic opener. So Rax expand out of Epic. Going for a more economic start. as the CC is on the way. I always thought that Epic is from Korea and Gerald from the USA. Epic's no. Oh god. Gerald, he's the Polish Protoss fan. Ah. Let's go. Might be confusing Epic with another player, maybe? Maybe. I guess Light is an honorary American as a caster. Am I? Maybe for this stream, maybe. Maybe. I don't know if that's how it works. I just like I don't know when I cast Polish events. Am I Polish? Am I Siema? True. Siema, papi. When I cast Brazilian events, am I Brazilian? Bom dia. Obrigado. Si, papi. True. That's how it works. Meanwhile, Hellion Drop. We're going to be opening up Reactor Reaper Hellion Drop into towards the main. But so far, Hellions are spotted. Big scout here for Gerald. Likewise, we'll see if we can pick up any Hellions at a time. It's going to be close. As the Hellions, one Hellion does fall. Bearing in mind, you need 3 Hellions to one-shot probes. We have to preserve those Hellions. Otherwise, this drop will fall on its face. Is making more. Yeah, forced to make an extra wave. Does cancel, does go for the add-on swap, but back at home, Gerald is getting ready for the Hellion counterattack. He has SimCity, he has a wall. So he walls off the natural at the same time, rallying in towards the main. Here comes the drop, and he barely has enough. As a reminder, once again, 3 Hellions do one-shot probes. So there is still potential, but now there's no room for error. As he only has the 3. Dropping into the main. Stalker's in position, shield battery is done. Does go for the drop. And he doesn't commit. Yeah, he sees the setup. Is deflected. And Gerald holds. He holds on. Behind this, going for a 3-1-1 setup. Following this up with Liberators, and again, Gerald, he is going to be zoning back Epic. He's going to send him away. Bomb jog. There you go. I see Magnath in the chat. You're not. Oh no! Ooh, as the medevac is barely going to go down. Hellions, they go for the dive, but there's a force field. And Gerald, he shuts this down, takes down the Hellions. Shuts down the early aggression. And this is falling apart. Liberator does arrive. Getting 1 probe kill so far. Just the 1. Portuguese? No, no, I don't know any Portuguese. I know obrigado. I know fala galera. Bom dia. And that's all I got. That's that's all I got, Papi. That's all I got. I can understand Portuguese more or less, just because I'm Spanish, right? So like a lot of the words are similar, so I can just assume what's being said. Just like from context clues. Like I like pick up a word like here and there and be like, oh, okay. Like more or less you understand. It's close enough. It's close enough. It's like Italian, right? Like if I hear an Italian speaking, I like more or less understand what they're saying. As you like, I pick up like every 3rd word, for example, something like that. Though Spanish and Portuguese are the same, they're very different, I will say. Like, Italian is closer to Spanish than Portuguese is to Spanish. Like, Portuguese has, I think it has like a German flair. Oh no! As the jump gets caught out, losing one full medevac, losing maybe both. Oh no, not like this. Oh god, we're distracted talking about languages here. As we do pick off all the marauders, yeah, everything's gonna be cleaned up. Yeah. I mean, it was a rough start to begin with here from Epic, losing out all of his Hellions, losing Liberator as well. I mean, sorry, Liberator's still alive. And now we have to commit. Now we have to stand up behind this Epic. He's expanding, does have a third, not a 2-base all in, but he has to get some damage across the map. He can't just let Gerald have map control again. He stims in. Storm is ready. Oh no. The storm is coming. Epic does pull away. Portuguese doesn't even sound like Spanish to me. It doesn't. Like, Portuguese is very different. But, like, there are some similar words. But that's why, like, Italian is much closer to Spanish than Portuguese, for sure. For sure. From here. Gerald rotating around. Again, he shuts down the push, now claiming a 4th base. Can soon start working towards other forms of splash damage, towards Colossus, towards Disruptors. Portuguese sounds more like French. I can see that. I can see that. For sure. Like, for Portuguese, there's definitely like there's another language. There's another language in there. There's for sure. As Epic going for a split push. I'll split up. Again, with all these storms, he can't really gain any ground. Ideally, he can maybe bait the army in, but Gerald, he's wise to it. Does notice. And he will clean up the minefield. We get some okay connections, but all the water mines go down. At the same time, Epic pushing right down mid. But again, he's pushing into more stuff. There's just so many storms. There's just too many. Oh, nice EMP. EMP goes up. But the storms, they just keep coming. And Epic, he just can't gain any ground here. Not like this. Not like this. Does get the drop off. The drop does slip past. Yo, he warps in back at home. He commits across. Oh no, the full medevacs! Gets 1, 2, 3 medevacs go down. Oh god. He catches the army. And there's nothing left. There's nothing here. Epic is being overwhelmed, being overrun. Not the medevacs, not like this. And with that, he has broken the third. He's broken the third base. Boys being pulled to repair. There's no ghost remaining, just a handful of bio units back at home. Epic, sorry, Gerald, he defends, and GG gets called. Gerald, who will claim the series 2-0, will take down Epic and will advance on, and I believe still undefeated. GG. GG. GG, well played, Gerald, who will claim it. Again, game 1 was very clutch and very tense between the two players. Like, I want to say that Epic had a really strong showing in game 1. Here in game 2, Gerald, he was a lot more in control. Remember, winding it back, what did it start with? It started with a Hellion drop. The Hellion drop was shut down early on, was scouted as well, didn't really achieve much damage, and if you recall, following that Hellion drop, we did have the follow-up double drop as well, which also got cleaned up on the right hand side. The Liberator failed to really do much damage. Like, it was just a really shaky start from Epic, unlike game 1 where he had a little bit more success with his opener when it came to his 3-racks is what I'm referring to. So it was shut down. With that, Gerald had a much more comfortable early game, able to safely get up to 3 and then get up to 4 bases as well. Had a much more comfortable start. And with that, GG. GG, well played. Again, it was quite committed play there from Epic, and with that, Gerald, he will run away with it, and we have our 5th round somewhat wrapping up. Let's go. Let's catch up. Looks like we don't really have many other updates. Let's see.